CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, caught it to 26. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid, even in his rookie year, to let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit Lions.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Lions, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions, first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
14-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 20.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons, first down.
Robinson on a give right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Robinson with another carry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 46.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Joseph on the coverage.
Herbert back to the air. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Falcons.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 11-yard line.
Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6.
Herbert's pass.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Herbert now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offensive yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Now back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Herbert.
line.
This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The first down pass.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
St. Brown in motion right. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this time he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yards on the play. That's another Detroit Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The tackle line just shy of midfield.
This is 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They'll try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Detroit.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 2 now, second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Folk's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Second and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 12 yards to go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Gain of 6 yards.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
First down, Lions.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the stream the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Nick Folk for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right back to Pitts again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Throws right back to London, complete again. 2nd down and 6 now.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, Herbert.
2nd and 6.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, This one winds up no good.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is Christian Watson. He's going to find an opening.
Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Odafe Oweh on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. A solid stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Detroit
St. Brown in motion right.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Over the middle, it's complete.
On second down.
They need 2. Here's third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. This carry with the extra effort is going to get it stopped at just shy of the 10. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and 3.
Second and 3. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
On for the extra point is Ford. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hard to imagine a quarterback like this would be available in a trade. I mean, what an impact he's going to have.
And you know exactly why they went out and got him. They want to win and win big, and he provides that opportunity for them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Here's Herbert.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A quick hitter complete. It's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Here's Herbert.
Falcons, 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Ritchie. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6.
The ball carrier. Brought down right at
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know that we're motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert now. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Herbert. That's complete to Mooney. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they pick a field goal, turns out to be the better call here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Lions.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it in second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They begin the drive with Robinson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now in this last one. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff now to Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Herbert off of play action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Pushes past him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure brought in, and Falcons get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increased. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was with a lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The kick by Carlson is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Lions down by 9. 1:54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's able to plow forward and up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He'll look to throw. And that's called in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
He'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
The quarterback is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And unable to break away. They stop with a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.